All right, we're going to try something a little different today. We're not just going to learn something, we're actually going to do something, a really fascinating experiment together. And I think it might just unlock a mental superpower you never even knew you had. You ready?
Okay, here's the challenge. Just take a look at these 10 random words on your screen. We've got wallet, snake, screwdriver, watermelon, a drum kit, a book, a guitar, a goat, a mirror, and a tanker truck. Just let your eyes scan over them for a second. So be honest with yourself for a second. Could you repeat that list back to me right now? Perfectly? In order? Yeah. If you're like pretty much everyone else, that's a tough ask. But what if I told you that in just a few minutes, you'll be able to do it? Easy. See, here's the secret. This has nothing to do with how good your memory is. It's not a test of memorization at all. It's a test of your imagination. So I want you to stop trying to remember and instead just get ready to create a little movie in your head. The whole thing works because of 3 really simple rules. Rule number 1, like I said, don't memorize, imagine it. Rule 2, use all your senses. What does it look like, sound like, smell like? And rule 3, my personal favorite, exaggerate everything. Make the images huge or ridiculous or just plain weird. The crazier, the better. Let's do it. So let's start our journey. Go ahead and close your eyes if that helps you focus. I want you to picture yourself in your own bedroom. You know every detail of this room. This is going to be the set for our little mental movie. Okay, you're in your room. Now, look over at your nightstand. And sitting there is the first item, a wallet. All right, now get up and walk into your bathroom. You go to take a shower. You pull back the curtain, and whoa, you jump back because there is a snake in your shower. What kind is it? A giant boa constrictor all coiled up? Or maybe a cobra with its hood flared out, rattling its tail? Make it surprising. So you back away from the snake, and you step out into your hallway. And you see something really bizarre. There's a giant screwdriver just floating in the middle of the hall. I mean, it's enormous. Maybe it's bright yellow. You actually have to duck and walk around it to get by. Now let's head into your living room, and right there on your coffee table is a gigantic watermelon. Is it perfectly smooth and green, or is there a big slice cut out showing that bright red, juicy inside? You can almost smell how sweet it is, right? Now from the coffee table, look across the room. Tucked into a corner is a full-on rock and roll drum kit. It's shiny, maybe it's got chrome cymbals, and here's the really important part. Imagine a huge number 5 painted right on the front of that big bass drum. See that number? Nice and clear. Maybe you give the cymbal a little tap. Crash. Okay, let's keep moving. We're in the kitchen now. And sitting on your kitchen counter, you find a book. What kind of book is it? Is it a beautiful cookbook with amazing pictures? Or maybe it's an old, dusty instruction manual with yellowed pages. In your mind, pick it up. Feel how heavy it is. Now, you walk toward your front door, you're about to leave, but wait, someone's blocking your way. It's a famous rock star, and they're playing a guitar, and they're playing your favorite song. I don't know, maybe it's Jimi Hendrix, maybe it's someone totally different, but you can hear that music loud and clear. So you squeeze past the rock star and step outside, onto your front steps, or maybe into your garden. And what do you see? There's a goat, and it's just calmly chewing on your plants. It looks up at you, not a care in the world. Imagine hearing it munching away. Now, you walk to your front gate, or maybe the main door of your apartment building, and propped up against it is a huge mirror. You look into it. What do you see? Is it just your normal reflection, or is it like one of those funhouse mirrors that stretches you all out and makes you look wacky? And finally, you're on the street right outside your home, and parked there, taking up the whole road, is a massive tanker truck. This thing is huge. Maybe it's all shiny, chrome, or maybe it's covered in mud. It's just dominating the whole scene. Okay, take a breath, open your eyes. Now for the real test. Let's do a rewind. In your mind, walk that path again. Just start from the beginning. You wake up in your bedroom. What was on your nightstand? Okay, now walk into the bathroom. What was in there? Just mentally retrace every single step, all the way back to the street outside. So, what was on your nightstand? A wallet. And in the shower? A snake. In the hallway? The screwdriver. I am willing to bet you just got every single one of those in perfect order. Tell me that's not amazing. You did it. Okay, let's try one more thing. Super quick. What was item number 5? Don't count. Don't try to go through the whole list. Just what was number 5? The drum kit, right? And how did you know that's so fast? Because you didn't just see a drum kit. You specifically pictured one with a giant number 5 painted right on it. You attached the number to the image itself. So, what you just did, that's not some weird party trick. You just successfully used an incredibly powerful memory technique. This is a system that orators and thinkers have been using for thousands of years, all the way back to the time of ancient Rome.
It's called the method of loci, which is just a fancy Latin way of saying the method of places. But today, we usually call it the memory palace. And you just built your very first one. Your own home became a palace to store information. How cool is that?
So why on earth does this work so well? Well, it basically hacks into 3 things our brains are already incredible at. First, association. You linked brand new information, those random words, to a place you already know by heart, your home. Second, imagination. You created wild, weird images that are way more interesting to your brain than a boring list. And third, spatial location. Our brains are amazing at remembering journeys. You basically just used your brain's built-in GPS system to store data. And the reason it feels so powerful is because you're not just using one little part of your brain to memorize stuff. No, you're lighting up the whole thing. You're using your visual cortex, your emotional centers, your sense of space. All of them are working together to lock that information in. And not just for a few minutes, but for the long term. You can use this for literally anything. Studying for a big test, remembering the key points of a speech, heck, even just your grocery list. Your palace can be your house, your walk to work, your favorite park, any journey you know well. So I'll leave you with this thought. You now have the key to this amazing mental tool. The only question left is, what are you going to build inside?
Congratulations on completing the module. Continue learning with Salyvan Academy.